That's real good. I think that really put me in a place where I can understand um, um, knowing where I want to be, but knowing where I'm starting at, and putting realistic plans together today, a year from now, and 5 years from now, um, to navigate this whole process. So yeah, that was real
Okay,
good.
okay, I appreciate. Well, look, so let me ask you these questions as we wrap it up, man. This is the
Okay.
first live Soul Truth Spotlight, and listen, you can be a guest on Soul Truth Spotlight as well. All you gotta do is send me an email, flthelifecoach@gmail.com, right? Tell me the biggest area that you're struggling in right now, right? Whether that's your money, relationships, identity, health, right? And are you willing to come on live in the spotlight and be coached? So let me ask you this now as we wrap this up. Would you say this session really helped you give the community true feedback? You know, your honest feedback. Did the 5R framework really help you see some new things, discover some new patterns? What did you get out of this?
Well, what I got out of it is that one, the story that you tell yourself plays the biggest factor in your nervous system, and you have to get in the habit of telling yourself that you are an entrepreneur, which is basically your identity, and two, that you got to know your starting point. You got to know where you're at. That's probably the most critical part, because um, if you don't know where you're at, you don't know where you're going. You're gonna get lost following different directions. You're gonna be on a different route. Um, and then three, just making sure that that you and your spouse, your partner, whoever, are on the same page, and you got that support. Because if two people are at they see life two different ways and going two different routes, two different odds, it's probably going to hinder you. It's going to be a lot harder, more difficult route to get where you need to be. Yeah, that's what I picked up out of this. Is basically telling yourself that you can do it, regulate your nervous system, and also knowing where you start from and getting that support that you need.
Man, that's good. That's good. That's good. So would you recommend the coaching session to a friend or other people?
Definitely, and the reason why I would recommend that is because a lot of times in your head, you got those inhibitions, and until you talk to someone, and especially someone who is where you want to be. You're an entrepreneur, FL, so like you're more believable as opposed to talking to another friend that got a job. Like he's employed like me. He's going to come from an employee perspective. I'm inspiring to be an entrepreneur, so I need to speak to an entrepreneur. And I can't go to I'm a married man. I can't go to a single person for relationship advice. They can give me a perspective, but they can give it to me from a single person's perspective. You've been married 27 years, so I'm trying to get to 27. I'm at 13, so I would need to go to you because you're where I'm inspiring to want to be, where I want to be. So I definitely recommend people call in and get the advice. If you're inspiring to be married and inspiring to be an entrepreneur, I would call into the show. So.
Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So listen, good people, this is the first episode of the Soul Truth Spotlight. We just helped Jermaine Johnson, our first spotlight guest today.